Hey world, hey. It has been a while, but I am here on April the 1st to record a video. So, the last video that I did, I was talking about Power, book 2 or 3 or something. I'm not really sure which one it's called, but the one with Tariq. So, that was a while ago. And I did record after that. I just did not post it. So, yeah, that happened. And since then, life has lifed, and I'm just trying to hang on. That's pretty much it. But today, I'm just not in a great mood. Kind of sucks. I would like to be in a better mood, but I'm not. I am in a really sucky mood. I'm kind of just irritated with everybody and everything. So, yeah, there's that. Yesterday, though, I feel like was a sort of productive day for me. I bought a Cricut, and I actually bought it before I moved here. I moved here in August of last year, so I bought it maybe June, July. So it's almost been a year that I've had my Cricut, and I literally just opened the shipping box. Not the box, the shipping box yesterday. So I opened it and took all the pieces and parts out and looked it over. Now, I've had my Cricut for a while. I've joined Facebook groups for people that do Cricut crafts. My sister-in-law, my brother, they craft, they have a Cricut, they make things, and I have this little network of Cricut people that I can reach out to at any point. I watch YouTube videos and all. So now I don't think that I am a slow learner or anything. Actually, when I'm kind of into something, I can get into it. But I think even yesterday my mood wasn't tip top, and I kind of opened it and started with kind of a rushed demeanor. I'm like, okay, let me get this done, let me do this, let me figure this out. But even watching the YouTube videos, and they say, oh, it's easy, and then for me to just not be in the right headspace, I think I messed up like right out the gate. So with the Cricut, you have your mats, which is what you actually put your product on. Like the Cricut that I have, I can use different materials. So you have these mats where you put your paper or your cards or your whatever you're using, and you put it on the mat, and that kind of guides it through the machine. Okay, cool. Simple enough, right? Doing the little test project, I never removed the plastic from the mat. The plastic is to cover the mat to kind of keep it has kind of a tacky texture to it to kind of hold your material, I guess, in place. So in none of the videos that I watched did they say anything about this plastic, right? And I didn't ask because I didn't feel like that would be a question, like, oh, do I remove this plastic? So no, I didn't ask about the plastic removal from the mat. I'm trying to keep the sun off my face, it looks weird. But yeah, so I opened the box, I set it up, I connect it to the computer, and it has like 2 pieces of test paper to kind of let you run the test and see how to maneuver. Okay, so I have the small cardstock, which is kind of like a thicker construction paper type. It's card paper or whatever. So it tells me, where to put it on the mat and how to feed the mat into the machine, which buttons to press. It prompts you through it, which is fine, which is great. I never removed the plastic. I just sat my cardstock on top of the plastic, on top of the mat, and just slid it through. So now the the cardstock is not being held on properly, so it shifts in the movement of the machine. So the cardstock is kind of sliding sideways, so half of the cutout is cut out from the cardstock, but it completely cut out the plastic that covers the mat. So now I'm like frustrated with myself, like now I have a hole in my plastic, right? And if anybody who watches this video knows me as a person, like now I'm completely thrown off. Like I don't like that, because now I want to replace the entire mat because or plastic cover, which, do you buy a plastic cover? Because it's not a cover, it's plastic, just a piece of plastic, like a piece of film over a food product or something. Like now I have a hole in it. So that one section, this lip print section that has been cut out of my plastic, is not protecting my mat, and then I'm supposed to keep it like from getting dusty, and it's supposed to have the tacky adhesive situation, and now that part is going to be compromised. So in my head, I've already messed up everything. I have to start from scratch. I need to buy a new mat now, and I've seen different like tools and stuff with the Cricuts, and I'm like, I don't have those tools. Like all of that stuff didn't come in my box. I have a marker and another blade or something. Where's the rest of my stuff? So I'm thinking it was all supposed to be included. It's not. So yeah, there's a thing as well. And they did send practice cardstock, which on another video I did see an unboxing of a Cricut maker, the one that I have, and they had a piece of material. I didn't have material like fabric. I didn't have fabric in mine. I had 2 cardstocks. That's it. So I feel gypped. I feel like I got the short straw, and that sucks. And then for me to like mess up in a way that like made me feel some type of way, I don't like that either. So then I'm just like completely aggravated by the whole thing. Then I'm trying to see how to do the next little pattern, which was still another mouth thing, a mouth cutout. It was like a vampire with like the fangs and stuff. Trying to see how to do that and to add words to it. And of course all the videos are like, oh, it's super easy, it's beginner friendly. It's not, because I didn't get it. I didn't figure it out. So it made me mad. It aggravated me. And then I'm like, I don't want to buy actual like vinyl materials and cardstocks. I don't want to buy all of these things when I'm like figuring it out, because then I have to waste it or scrap it. I don't want to scrap decent materials. And so I asked a question in one of the Cricut groups, and I'm like, would it be a good idea if I just use like construction paper? Because the Cricut that I have, I can use several materials in this machine. So construction paper, I can get like 50 pieces for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, right? So I'm like, this is just practice. I need to just figure out how to do this, how to work it, and so I asked, is it a good idea? Now, yeah, that can be a yes or no question. Like, yeah, it's a good idea. No, it's not a good idea. Here's why. Okay, cool. So I'm already aggravated. I'm already just not in the right headspace. So I asked this question, and then people are like, so what are you trying to make? You can inbox me. I can help you through it. We can be crafting buddies. And that's very sweet. And I appreciate that. I really do. Because I will reach out to some of these people going forward. I definitely will. However, that did not answer my question. So that only adds to me being aggravated. Because it's like, I asked this and you're answering that. Like, so construction paper or not. Like, but through some of the answers, some of the people did mention that I can get vinyl from the Dollar Tree. So that can work. If I can, spend $1.25 and get vinyl to practice with until I get the hang of it, then yeah, that's cool. I can make that work. But it just it bothers me when I ask a question and the replies are nowhere near what I've asked. Oh, should I wear a dress or a skirt? Balloons. What? Like, that's how I hear it in my head. Like, it's completely out of the way from what I've asked you. You did not answer the question. Not one person on the replies has said anything yes or no regarding the construction paper. I can use construction paper because, again, the Cricut that I have, I can use several materials. But they were like, oh, you can use the vinyl, you can use you should use the cardstock and this and this. And I'm like, at the present moment, I'm not trying to buy cardstock, because I was looking on Amazon, and cardstock's like, $20 for this amount, or $30 for this amount and stuff like that. And like, I don't want to spend $30 on vinyl or cardstock or whatever the case, and then I'm messing up everything and I have to throw it all away. That's $30 in the trash. Yes, I understand that I'm going to make mistakes. I understand that I can make mistakes even after I get the hang of it. I get that. But at that point, I will have better materials and I will know better going into certain projects, like, what I'm dealing with, versus right now learning out the box, already making, like, in my personal opinion, like, a dumb mistake to just freaking cut the plastic, bro. Like, I'm just not in a good mood. And so, yeah, and it's such a beautiful day. It's so nice. It would be nice to just be in the moment and enjoying this weather, but I'm not. I'm just not, I'm not feeling it. And then, of course, work is a whole nother story that I'm not going to get into right now, but healthcare is hard. Healthcare is hard. Anywho, just wanted to post a little something, kind of vent a little bit, and get that out of my system. Which, just talking about it and saying it out loud kind of helps a little bit. So that worked. But yeah, so I will be more consistent. At some point, I may record myself trying to figure out the freaking Cricut stuff. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. But as of right now, I have to go mind the business that pays me. They don't pay me enough, but it is the business that pays me. So I'll be back soon in a better mood. I promise.